All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to another message from math. I guess we'll say today some more about some percents. But hope things are finding you well. Hope you're doing good. Sorry that if you're watching this instead of class, I'm sorry that you're not with us. Hope things are looking up. Hope you're smiling. Hope you're feeling well. I'd say happy Friday, but I'm recording this on a Wednesday. Don't know what time you're watching it, but happy coming up Friday if you're not watching this on a Friday. We've been discussing percents. We've recently discussed the percent proportion. Today we're going to discuss the percent equation. Show you a couple things there, give you a second technique, a second tool to understand percents. So here we go. We'll dive right in. Just by way of a quick reminder, the percent proportion is when you have a part over a whole amount, a certain part of something. That's the exact same thing as whatever that percent number is divided by 100. So if you have, 56 is 18% of what number? Again, just by way of review, the 18%, percent proportion here, there's the 18%. And then which of these is the part and which is the whole? Well, whatever we're taking it of that number, that's the whole thing. It's 56 of a number. So that number's on the bottom. And 56 is the part that we're talking about. 56 correlates with the 18 because the 56 is the 18%. And then we would solve it. We would solve it by cross multiplication. 18 W's is 5,600, and divide both by 18 and get an answer. That's the percent proportion. Well, the percent equation looks a little different, and it's another way, and you can find out at the end of all this if this is an easier way for you to understand percents or a harder way. And if it's harder, throw it out. And if it's easier, then use it. So for the percent equation, just a couple things to remember from the past. Is means something in math. The word is, it means equals. It means the equal sign. We already know what percent means. Talk about that. Percent means divided by 100. The word of means something in math. It means multiply. Should I do an asterisk or should I do a dot? Whatever helps you remember that it means multiply. And then we talked about a variable and how we define a variable. If you see the word what or you're not sure what the number is, what means the variable? And whatever variable, like A or B or C or X or Y or Z, just whatever letter you want to put in place there. Now with this information in tow, we can then turn this English sentence into a mathematical equation. And here's how. 56 is, so that's equals 18%, so 18% of, let's see, of means times. And what number? That's where we put the variable. I'll choose the variable A. There we go. We have the percent equation. And with that equation, we can figure out what A is all by itself or figure out what that number is. Well, here we go. We've got a number multiplied onto A. How do we get rid of that again? We divide off the 1800s. And from the 56, we divide off the 1800s. When you do that, that goes to 1. So A is all by itself, and whatever 56 divided by 1800ths is, and we're done. So 56 divided by, and remember it's a fraction, 1800ths. There we go. 2,800 over 9, or Math 1 enter, you can change it into I just pushed the button down here, but the Math 1 enter turns it into a mixed number. So whichever way the answer asks you to do it, you know that we're rounding to the first decimal place. So it becomes 311.1. And that is the message of today. You'll want to write down in your notes this information, reminding yourself what each of these words means. And this is one example. I'm going to go through a couple more examples in just a minute, but go ahead and push pause on the video and write this down in your notes, the percent equation. That to solve this in the percent equation form, we have to remember what is means and what this symbol means, what of means, and what means. Take a second by pausing the video and push play again once you've copied those into your notes. Okay, welcome back. We're going to take the worksheet we worked on yesterday with the percent proportion, and now we're going to do it with the percent equation. There we go. 1 is what percent of 19? So writing the equation, 1 equals what percent times 19? As you're trying to figure that out, if you want to undo the 19, we divide this 1 by the 19, so it becomes 1 divided by 19 equals W over 100. And then to get this W by itself, you times by 100, you times by 100. So that goes away. So W is all on its own, and it's 100 times 1/19. And when I type that in, 100 times 1/19, 119ths, or 5.26, 5.2 is the W. This can be considered somewhat of a how do I say this? An honors way of doing this. So if this is too much, we're just showing it to you today. You don't have to use it. It's just one additional way to solve percents. So 79% of, so times what number equals 51. There's the percent equation. Now to get rid of this number that's multiplied on, you divide it off. So divide by 79 hundredths. Divide that by 79 hundredths. And figure out what 51 divided by 79 hundredths is, and you're done. Now do it this way. 71 divided by the fraction. Oh, did I do that wrong? Yep, I did that wrong. That's 51. Divided by 79 hundredths. And the answer is that, which I don't understand. So 64.6. We're rounding up today. We're rounding all the numbers to the nearest tenth. So W is 64.6. Right here we have 177% times 161 is what number? On this one, the variable ends up all alone. We just type that into our calculator and we have the answer. 177% times 161. I don't know what that means, so I push the button above enter. 284. Oh, I have to round up, so it's 285. 285. Okay, let's try one more. What is 7% of 183.1. And once again, the variable ends up all by itself. So we just type in this amount into the calculator, and we end up with 7% times 183, 12.8 when it's rounded off. 12.8 is what W equals. So it's just another way to solve the percent problems that we have. If this makes sense, great. If not, maybe not so great, but you've got that percent proportion. That's the bread and butter, as it were, in solving percent problems. If you want to try a couple more and check the answers with the answers there in Canvas, go ahead and do that. And the assignment today is something else. This is just to get you ready for that assignment. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.